All right, here we go. We're wearing the same shirt as the last two videos. This movie I saw a little while ago, but you know what? I'm on a roll. Let's rip it and let's talk about Pressure because I saw that last week, a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever it came out. I don't know. I saw Pressure, and I just want to talk about it a little bit because there is some I don't know thoughts in my head. I just talked about the Sheep Detectives, talked about Backrooms, and it just got me Jones and to keep talking. So here we go. Pressure. I think Andrew Scott as James Stagg is an Oscar-worthy performance. Unfucking believable. Straight up. I think the movie itself is mid. It's about D-Day, so obviously that makes it kind of sick. Obviously it makes it kind of sick, but James Stagg, I guess is his name. But Andrew Scott gives easily the best performance I've seen from him in a movie, in anything, I think. And it happens in two scenes. And I'll tell you right now what they are. This is going to be spoilery? Yeah, spoilery. This isn't really a real review. This is just kind of like, this is a true rant. I'm just going to fucking just fire at you information that I want to talk about. So, he gets a call, right? Eisenhower's in the room. Brendan Fraser, miscast as fuck. I'm going to tell you right now. I love Brendan Fraser. Do not get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. Do not disparage me on that, okay? I love Brendan Fraser. But my God, is he not Ike Eisenhower. My God, is he just Brendan Fraser being Brendan Fraser in this movie. I don't buy him as Eisenhower. It takes me out. It's unfortunate. It deters from the movie, the goodness of the movie. But the movie itself is, you know who's good? Brody from Homeland. Forget his name. Damian Lewis. Never mind. I do know his name. He's good. He's fire in this movie. He's doing a weird little accent, who I can only assume is what the real guy sounded like. But he's doing good. The dude, damn, I can't remember his name. The dude that plays opposite Andrew Scott, the other meteorologist. Also, the movie's about meteorologists. How funny. But beautiful. It's great. So, sorry. Sidetrack. Boom. Andrew Scott. Phone call. Eisenhower's in the room. Whoa, what's his name? I don't know. Whoa, I'm looking at myself and there's a bad lag. He gets the phone call, right? And he gets on and he goes, his wife's pregnant, right? And he goes, oh, hey, what's going on? My wife's pregnant, right? And this is like, yeah, this is the hospital. We're calling. She's in here. And he's like, oh, snap. Is she? What's good? Is she going to labor? He's like, happy. Oh, yeah. They go, it's been bombed. Hospital been bombed. We don't know where she is. We don't know where anybody is. Just wanted to let you know. But this is all face acting. It's all in the face. The emotions that go through Andrew Scott's face, the sorrow, the panic. It's so visceral, so unbelievably like. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like I cried. I was just watching this man just get this information. He thinks his wife is dead and his baby's dead. Like, heartbreak. And then it's like 30 seconds too, dead air. Just nobody talking, just staring at Andrew Scott's face. And he just goes, like, oh, thanks. Hangs up the phone and turns, and Eisenhower's screaming at him again. And he's just like, yeah, no. Gets right back into being like, no, we can't do it. D-Day can't happen. The weather is bad. Like, blah, 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 blah. And it's just unbelievable. It's I couldn't. I was literally like chills. I was like, oh my God, this is one of the best performances. Maybe I hesitate to say one of the best performances I've ever seen, but like one of the best solo single scenes maybe. Like, oh my God. And then boom, the other one that I loved was him in Chris Messina. Chris Messina. Yeah, Chris Messina. He's the other meteorologist. Like, I just fucking thought of that at the time. They're in a room with all the people that are like about to do doomsday, about to do D-Day, and it's like on the shoulders of these two meteorologists if they invade that day or if they have to fucking completely shift the plan. And I also just got chills in this concept because I was like, imagine being in that room with all those people. Like, the fate of not just Europe, maybe the world is in the balance right now, you know? And he basically, Chris Messina is basically like, we're doing it. Let's invade. I'm so right. My logic is so stupid, yet I'm so on board with it. He's because his logic is like, hey, we're invading on in June 8th or 7th or whatever D-Day was. We're invading that day, right? Well, in 1927, it was a sunny day. And he's like, hey, by the way, 1916, same day, fucking sunny day. So by that logic, it'll be a sunny day. And it's like, I don't know what you're on. And then Andrew Scott is like, brother, what are you talking about? This is not scientific at all. He's doing no science. He's just looking at what it was one day and going, yeah, it was same stuff going on, gonna be the same. And Andrew Scott's like, well, I'm British, Holmes, and I live here, so I know that how volatile the weather can be. Whatever. So he's basically saying the whole movie is like there is gonna be this storm. But the acting I want to talk about is it's so you can I believe you can overact really quickly and really easily in like an explosion of anger and an explosion of emotion. But Andrew Scott, so Chris Messina is like basically telling him you're wrong, and they're all basically, and everyone in the room wants to believe Chris Messina. Obviously, they're like, we want to believe that we can go. We want to believe that we can do D-Day. And Andrew Scott's just like, the whole time he's like, dude, I'm telling you stone cold facts, except they're not facts because weather, I can't give you 100% sure on the weather. But he's basically saying, I'm as sure as possible that we can't do it. And basically everyone's like, well, why should we believe you? And the outburst he has where he's telling you, he's cherry picking the information. He's refusing to tell you about this date and this date and this date where the exact same conditions happened, but there were storms. And he's just telling you what you want to hear. I'm telling you the truth. And this explode. And I was just like, God. And I just got chills again. I'm like, what a great. How good is that? But so basically, my point being on Andrew Scott, his performance solely in this movie elevates this mediocre film into being a legitimately good film because he is just so freaking good in it, you know? Other than that, they do show you D-Day at the end, and, you know, who's not going to get amped up watching D-Day? You're crying, you're bawling, you're watching our boys getting mowed down, I'm weeping, right? I'm weeping. And in the most, I think, kind of, like, laughable thing to do, specifically because of what this movie is about, however it works because of what this movie's about, and it amped me up even more, is the way they depict it is, so, sorry, to give you a background again if you haven't watched it, basically, they agree with Andrew Scott, and he was right. There was a huge storm. However, as they're watching the storm, they realize there's going to be a pocket of time where they can do D-Day. And they go to Eisenhower and they go, you should do D-Day. Even though it's a little late, still do D-Day on this date. Don't wait a week or whatever. And they're like, or a month or whatever fucking time period it was. And he's like, all right, we'll do it. So they do D-Day. And if you remember Saving Private Ryan, and you remember Band of Brothers, any depiction of D-Day, it's a stormy day. It's overcast. And that's the pocket. But when they show it in this movie, it's like kind of a little rainy, bad weather, chop in the sea, and they're getting mowed down. But then the way that they edit it, they show the sky and the clouds, and they show basically like the eye of the storm. Like it opens, the clouds open, and a little bit of light comes through. And they're getting mowed down. But as that light comes through, the music shifts into like this like triumphant, like heroic, like tempo. And it's like you watch this dude who's his friends are getting beaten down, like mowed down, and he's given up. He has no gun. And he just grabs his boy's gun that just got killed, and he just turns and he just goes, advance! And they all just rush up, and it's like now all of a sudden they're taking the beach, and it's like, oh, the tide has turned, the weather has turned, and so has the tide of battle. And it's like so silly to like kind of depict it that way, in my opinion, but it worked so well, and I got amped up. I was like, let's go, dude, let's go. I don't know. That was just I don't know. It's not a whole review. It's a good movie. It's surprisingly good. I kind of thought it was a silly idea to be like, this is a movie about the weather of D-Day. But then I was like so shocked that it was like legitimately good. I don't know. That's about it. Go watch it. Frasier is, the weakest point. But, Andrew Scott, this guy, See, the thing is about this, it's not that good, and it won't be nominated because of that. But his performance is that good, and it's like, put this guy in a movie. You seen All of Our Strangers? Come on, bro. Put this guy in a movie. Put him in a movie that fucking get him an Oscar, dude. He can do it. He can do it. He's so freaking good. Jesus Christ. I don't know what. I don't know. James Stagg, #1, dude. He's my boy. All right, see ya.